The first one is a demonstration in the desktop Word application where we want to exfiltrate an email. So the way this starts is here you have the Outlook inbox. This is the email we're going to exfiltrate. Then here we have the attacker's web server that is listening for messages. And now we move over here to Microsoft Word, the desktop application. And this is a malicious document that somebody shared with the user. Right? This is our demonstration to simulate the attack. Now the user interacts with this document and types hi there. And you can see the attack started by searching for the code, and actually now went into the email, found the email, called the code as trust no AI, and then rendered the information to retrieve the font. And that actually leaked this email contents to the attacker. You can see here in the URL, the data was sent to the attacker's web server. Here you can actually see the prompt injection in the document. It's very basic, very obvious, but I think it's a good reminder how AI is socially engineered or social engineered. And here you can see the style sheet rendering the font retrieval. Okay, so the next demonstration is now the online version of Word. And here you have the same email. And again, we switch to the attacker's web server. Now we go to SharePoint, and here you can see somebody share the document. We open it in SharePoint Online. It's actually the same document. There's one tiny difference in this document in the attack payload. In this case, we're also going to retrieve the user's name, which is in the context, to kind of exfiltrate who opened the document. And we say again, we interact with the document. See, I'll search for the code, which is the prompt injection, right? Retrieving the email, and then rendering the HTML preview with the font, and it does it actually twice. You saw this actually, for some reason, switching to the preview twice. That's why we see two requests being rendered. But we have the same result as before. In this case, the email contents and who actually opened the document, who was the user that got compromised with the prompt injection. And as before, you can see here the font rendering. Last but not least, I want to show you a demonstration also in Excel. This is now a different document. We have the user here interact with the Copilot again. And one of the cells in this document actually has that prompt injection. The user in this case says, hi there, Copilot. And it does the same thing. It searches for the email titled the code, retrieves the email, found it, and then renders trust no AI. But in this case, the attack payload was actually very different. So you can see here the font rendering taking place. But in this case, the attack payload was actually a cell. And this is what hijacked Copilot in this case. What is important is that this last example was a lot less reliable for the demonstration. So this is important to know that also from an attack's perspective, right? Some of these attacks are not 100% reliable. The first two were very reliable, but this third one with the message here only started being more reliable when I added this information about hi there, Copilot, which sort of draws attention to Copilot, I believe. But even then, it was maybe 40–50% success rate, so not as high.